Hello everybody, Happy New Year, I'm back. I took a little bit of time off from doing makeup online just because, well, let's be honest, I really just was out of time. I felt like I was running every single day. And on the days I wasn't running, I wasn't putting makeup on because we were sitting around in our jammies all day. So I'm just getting ready real quick. The kids are downstairs eating lunch. I hope you guys had the most beautiful holiday, Christmas time, Hanukkah, what, I do that every time. I get like a nose full of Restore Cleaner. New Year's, I hope everybody had a very happy new year. 2019 is going to be our year, right? That's what we say every time, but it really is. We made it this time. So I'm just quickly cleaning off some of my brushes. Guys, if you're here, if you're joining, let me know where you are joining from. Jasmine's in the house. Thanks for being here, Jasmine. I'm gonna zoom a little closer here so you guys can see my face. So I like to do always the eyeshadow first. And guys, for the 90s, the reason why the 90s are kind of on my mind right now is because, hey, Megan in Missouri, is because my daughter went to a 90s themed dance on New Year's. She's 14, and she had like a t-shirt that had the cast of Friends on it. It was totally awesome. She wore this gold choker. I tried to get her to wear this black one, but she wouldn't. But she's like, Mom, I'm not that extra. I'm like, Madeline, it's New Year's and it's a 90s dance. Come on. So, okay, I'm going to quickly clean off my brush because I want it to have really, I don't want any remnants of black or green or purple or any other colors on my brush. Guys, 90s makeup, I've been itching to do it ever since she went to the dance. I'm like, oh, are you going to let me do your makeup? And she's like, no, I can do my own makeup. Of course she has all of this makeup, but it's a really natural, like matted, like natural, easy brown tones, and then it's like a bold lip, okay? So I'm gonna start by putting some setting powder all over my eye. I put a Laura Mercier eyeshadow primer on it first just to give everything a little something to stick to, and this powder is gonna help it do a way better job of just kind of blending. So that's step one. Step two, I'm gonna take this color, it's called Bubba. It's right here, and you guys, I have so much free product on its way to me. I ordered like seriously probably $700 worth of stuff. I get it for free, but I cannot wait to show you. Pretty much anybody can get it for free, quite frankly, but you just have to let me know and I can show you how to do it. But anyway, I got all this stuff for free, and on New Year's Eve, right when the clock was struck 12 on the time zone that our back office clock is on, I was like on there cashing in all my free stuff because that's when we could do it. And so anyway, I have so many fun products coming that I cannot wait to share them with you guys. Oh, this still has a little bit of black on it. Let me give it one quick little wipe off. Okay, so I'm going to flip my brush around, guys. This is the eyeshadow everything brush. I'm just going to run that light brown underneath my eye like such. Okay, and we're doing this kind of fast because my kids have been waiting patiently all day, and I'm going to take them to the mall today. Okay, here's a new ice cream store at the mall. So we're going to go check it out. It's that kind that like rolls the ice cream up. Jenny, hey Jenny, thanks for being here. Hey Liz, hey Kiara, hey Shalise. Okay, next step, I'm going to do my crease with this color right here. It's called Basic. Again, no shimmer, just very matted. And I put that Bubba color in there, and I mostly put it in the crease, but I kind of let it go like kind of everywhere on the lid and into the crease. So that's just what we call a transition shade. So it's just going to help any colors, darker colors that I layer over top of it, kind of blend a little more easily. Okay, so I'm going to even use my fluffy brush, run it down underneath my eye. Okay, and guys, this is going to be pretty much it for my eye look. I'm not going to do an inner highlight corner. I'm not going to do any glitter. I'm not going to do anything else because it's the 90s. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of black on my top eye line, and I'm just going to do a very nice, that's going to be the black that we're using. This is a great color for eyeliner. Okay, and I'm just going to use, thanks for the hearts, guys. I'm just going to use this tiny little brush We have a mascara one. It's called Know Your Angles, but this one already had black on it. And I didn't want to take time to clean another one because we are in a bit of a hurry today. So, okay, here comes our tight little black line. Nothing too dramatic up here. Remember, our main, pop of color on our face today is going to be our lip. Because in the 90s, we had a bold lip, we had a round brush in the layered hair like Jennifer Aniston on Friends. I kind of did that with my hair just a little bit, right? I'll be there for you. Okay, now we're starting to sing. Okay, that's it for me, guys. That's it for the eyes. So easy, literally 3 colors plus the eyeliner. Next, let's do our face real quick. I'm gonna use my 3D foundation and my 30-second hack brush. Okay, so what happens? Oh, thanks for sharing, Georgina. How nice. We're gonna start with our accent highlight. For me, it's a color called Sunlit. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself, oh, what colors would I even be? All you have to do is send me a quick little message with a picture of yourself facing a window, and I'll be able to look at your skin tone. I'm a trained artist at the company, and I'll be able to tell you which colors you're supposed to be. Now, okay, think of your face as like a little bit of a triangle right here. I put that brighter color everywhere kind of in the middle, and then I put a little bit on top of my eyebrows. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a bit of a darker color. For me, that's a color called Amber right now. But again, when you get matched, I'll give you 2 options. Well, I'll give you 2 recommendations. I'll say, here's your accent highlight, which is the one I just put on the triangle area, and then here's your regular highlight, which you pretty much put everywhere else. Now, I like full coverage, so I cover my whole cheekbone like this. But if you just want like a medium coverage, you can leave this area open and just do the contour foundation. For me, I'm gonna layer the contour foundation. But that's just because I like a full coverage look. Now I'm taking an additional highlight. This is a color called Linen. It's this one right here. So it's so easy to just grab a few colors and start slapping them on your face because they're just right here in the compact, and they're not expensive. Each color's like 14 bucks. So you can kind of get a few, see what works best for you, play around with them. They blend really well. Next thing, I flip my brush around, guys. I'm using the rounded end now. And this is Olive and Indigo Contour. I love Indigo Contour so much. I love to mix it with my regular contour. And anybody who's like, oh, I would love some more depth and dimension, I love to recommend to them to pick up Indigo because it's just a good mixing color, and it's a good color to add extra warmth and extra depth to pretty much any look. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm gonna take my fingertip and run that linen color down the middle of my nose again. There's all my highlights and contours. Now you can cut your contour like this, put a little more highlight there, and it instantly gives your cheekbones like that wow factor look. Now, the next step is to blend it all in. Hey there, Beth. Hey, Dory. I always forget to do this, so I just have to reach behind me and grab my sink. But what I'm doing right now is I'm getting my blending sponge totally wet until it basically doubles in size. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to give it a quick squeeze in a clean, dry towel. And I'm gonna use this sponge, now that it's damp, it's not gonna absorb anything else, which means it's not gonna remove the makeup from my face. Instead, all I'm able to do with it is use it to sort of press the product into my face, okay? So we're just gonna go ahead and press this all in. This is like where the magic blending comes in. Hey, Jerica. Hey there, Shelby. Good to see you guys. Happy New Year. Hope everybody's having a great start to 2019. If you want, you guys, you can come back in, add a little bit more contour. Anywhere you need or want more depth and definition, you can just build the coverage, build the layering. You can build the features. It is just the neatest product. And look at how bright and natural. It's just dewy. It's fresh. I totally, totally love this product. Okay. Next, let's do a little bronzer. I like having 2 of the same bronzer right next to each other because they're the perfect fit for this bronzer brush. Hey there, Julie. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Happy New Year. Okay, so I love this big fluffy brush, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna use it to kind of like just go over everything. Most especially the tops of my cheekbones where you would normally get hit by the sun, okay? Your eyelids are good. You can put it for sure on the top of your forehead, maybe a little on your chin, and that's just a beautiful way to warm things up. And then I'm gonna use some illuminator. This is a color called Honey. I'm gonna use it right here, and I'm just gonna dab it on the tops of my cheekbones. Now, if you have some lines maybe you're not so comfortable with, you can always put the illuminator down a little bit farther. Top of the cheek area, not so much right here near the eye where I just put it. I also like to put this on my brow bone and on, of course, the bridge of my nose. And look what that just did to the bow of my lip. It makes it like really pouty and makes it look really, really full. Hey there, Michelle. You use two Bellas too? Oh, it's such a good technique. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz off my blush brush here, the other side of that bronzer brush. It's called B squared for blush bronzer, BB. Isn't that cute? And it's this golden glorious thing. So I'm just gonna make sure that any color is off of there, because for my cheek, I just want a super duper natural, almost non-color. And for that, the best color for that is this color right here. It's called Bear. And so I'm just gonna kind of smile. And that's the 90s, guys. I mean, it's like just grungy, almost no makeup, but then that bold lip, and then that's pretty much it. I'm gonna use whatever's left over on my blush. Just hit my eyelids with it. And then let me fill in my brows real quick. Then we'll do our mascara and our lashes, and that will be it for this look. Oh, here it is. Okay, so for my brows, guys, I mean, 90s, they had really, really thin, skinny, over-plucked eyebrows, right? Now, I did say this was gonna be a modern take on an old favorite, so I'm not gonna give myself over-plucked, super skinny brows. We're just gonna dial in the brows, a nice little 2019 brow, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm just using like an Anastasia pomade. This is called Dip Brow, and I'm using another angle brush. And I only loaded the brush with product one time. It's hard to do this if you're putting too much product on. It'll look too heavy. It'll just look like you know, took a Sharpie marker to your face. So just load up the brush and then layer, not layer, just move the product around. So in here, see how I'm just gonna kind of move what I already put down on this bottom line of my brow? Isn't that amazing? Okay, and I also wiped it off a little bit on the lid. So it kind of helps to sharpen the bristles of my brush, and it helps to get off any excess product. Now this is my donkey brow. Everyone's got a donkey and a unicorn brow, let me tell you. This is the donkey. This one is the one that always wants to grow 87 different directions. It's never even. It's horrible. Okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and try and make this brow look exactly like the other one. We are avoiding the thin, skinny, overplucked 90s brow for the sake of decency in 2019. But everything else will do like 90s, okay? So, there's my brows. I could probably fill in a little bit more right here. This is where it just grows in kind of sparse and kind of weird. But it's okay because we have makeup. Ta-da! You guys, I was literally just getting my son's haircut, and the guy who was doing it at the barber shop was like, oh, what do you do? And anyway, I was just kind of talking to him. I'm adding a little bit more Bubba up here. And I wasn't wearing any makeup at all. I was seriously wearing like sweats, no makeup. I didn't even have a bra on. Oh my gosh, because it was such an afterthought to like run in and get his hair cut real quick, and there wasn't a wait, and so I was like, okay, there we go, just run in. And this gentleman, a nice, very nice barber, was asking me all about what I did, and I'm like, oh, I do makeup. And then he asked it. Well, I showed him a couple of the pictures off like my Instagram because he's like, oh, I'm a photographer. I would love to work with makeup artists locally. And I'm like, okay, here's some of my work. And then he seriously looked at me and he's like, that's you? And I was like, yes, that's me. because it didn't look anything like me. Okay, great. Off to a great start. Winning at life. Living my best life here. Okay, it's just the magic of makeup, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do next. Before I apply my mascara, I am going to take my damp perfector sponge. What you guys, Michelle's laughing so hard. Michelle, he wasn't trying to be mean. He was like, wow, that's you. Like, that looks so good. But I was just kind of like, this is a great moment in my life. It's a great way to start out the year, okay? New way to apply setting spray on the perfector sponge. I've been really liking this technique lately, you guys. If you're like, oh, I don't like spraying it directly on my face, or maybe you apply your mascara, and then when you spray your setting spray, it like smudges your actual mascara. And if you found that to be kind of obnoxious, try doing it this way. I love it. It really helps to set the makeup and press the makeup in. And then what I'm also gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little bit of my setting powder, and I need to refill my setting powder single, as you can see. But before it's all the way dry, I'm just gonna set around my nose. I don't wanna be too glowy because it's the 90s. In the 90s, we didn't glow that much, except if we had like cornrows and it was like prom or something, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna do, nobody wants to be shiny around their nostrils, right? So we have our very natural eye. We have our very tight top liner. We have our regular 2019 brow because we needed to do that. And finally, it's time for mascara and lip. Now, I'm just using my favorite drugstore mascara. This is one called Lash Paradise. I might not even do like a false lash. I really like to wear like a magnetic little half wispy lashy thing every day because I can't wear lash extensions because they irritate my eyes and it's so depressing, you guys. It seriously makes me way sad. But I love the look of really like next level lashes, even if it's just to like take the kids out to ice cream or like run to Costco. I don't know, I just feel so much better when my lash game is strong. But I don't know, 90s, you didn't have really exciting lashes in the 90s. You have more grungy, maybe like smudgy, slept-in type of lashes. So maybe I'll just leave it like that for today. I did go a little heavy on the lower lash. All right, so last things last, we are going to do our bold lip. I'm gonna wipe off any, makeup or other sprays or anything that we had. I'll get a little bit closer, and I'm just gonna use this very earthy, this is called Spice from MAC, totally 90s. There's another color from MAC called Twig. It's a lipstick, and I used to wear it all the time, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, when I was like in high school. So classic. But we're gonna do the best we can to get close to that color right now. So I'm gonna kind of overline the lips a bit. In fact, I forgot to do this one technique that I love. I've been obsessed with this technique lately. Before I finish, let me go ahead and show you. I'm gonna take the small end of my multitasker brush, and I'm gonna put it in this very, very dark contour, okay? And I'm gonna use it to essentially contour my lips. It's gonna make my lips look way fuller than they really are. And it's just a nice way to have a dark lip anyway. So I could totally flip this brush around, use that Bear, what I put on my cheek, and put that in for my lips. But today I'm gonna do that nice bold 90s lip. So I'm gonna go over that indigo with my Spice liner. Dun, 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 dun. Kind of like blend it in just a little. And then we're gonna go over it with this really deep, it's kind of a pinkish red. So I don't want it to be too pinkish red. Let me just grab this color also. I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna mix these two together because I don't want it to be too pink, but I want it to be still really dark. So here's what we're gonna do. I love this product. This is Provocalips by Rimmel. You can just get it at Target. See how that's pulling like a nice berry? And that's great. I want it to be like dark like that, but I also want it to be a little bit more earthy. So I'm gonna go over it with this more like orangey color. Coral, orangey, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and it's just gonna mix with it. It's gonna be so great. And then Boom. All setting, guys. Turn on Friends or Buffy the Vampire Slayer because it's time. It's time to be a 90s fabulous. Now I get my 90s itch. You guys, I've been dying ever since Madeline was like, oh, I'm going to the 90s dance, and she did not fully embrace the 90s, and it was driving me crazy that her makeup wasn't as 90s as it could have been. And so ever since then, I've just been wanting to see 90s makeup on my face. Okay, so let's pull you guys out. You guys can kind of see brown lipstick, Beth. That's right. I know. Beth knows. See, I can't do the lashes today because it will ruin my 90s look. I hope you guys like this look. I hope you guys all have a very, very happy new year. Thanks for being here. I will be back to do tons more fun videos showing you guys all of the new products as soon as they come. Tons of glitters. We have tons of glitters coming. We have powder illuminators coming, which are really, really fun. And like 30 new eyeshadow colors, like 30 new colors. So we have lots of fun things planned, and I cannot wait to share it with you. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you soon.